Well, it helps you to look at everything that you're even doing in the school. You start to analyze the instructional program and even down to facilities and looking at, have you set things up the best way to make the learning experiences great for kids? And the things that we've learned about math that have directly come from Singapore have really changed the way that we're doing things, not just in the district, but specifically at McLaughlin-Strickland.
Wow.
This has truly impacted the whole culture of the district because there are people to talk with. There's that common vocabulary that's going across from campus to campus, and that hasn't stopped with the principals and the administrators. The teachers have that too, because we come back and say, I can't wait to share what we have found at this particular meeting.
The principles of learning and teaching, that is the tool that I've used most with the staff. Because when I'm reading and learning, I'm thinking, okay, where is my staff and what's the leverage point that I need to move us forward? And that's what it was, the principles of learning and teaching. And this is the first real training where everybody is hearing the very same thing in the same way, and it's all standard-based. It's all based on empirical research that we know works from lots of different industries, and so we all have something to measure ourselves against. And it's not this training or that training, it's one positive, powerful body of knowledge that we now all have access to. And it gives us a common set of standards against which to have discussion and dialogue. And leadership has to be always focused on student achievement. And will what I'm doing produce student achievement? And if it will, to what degree? And that's what I have to keep in my mind, and that's part of what NISL helps teach. Oh, absolutely. NISL has had a positive impact on my campus and my teachers and the way we look at things, and it's made a more focused look at our practice as instructors.
I think also the work around standards and the standards-based instructional wheel has been something that it's been very easy to have that up as a reminder of what is central to our work, and if it isn't falling in one of the pieces of the wheel, then is it something that we need to be devoting energy to? Has been a good reminder from NISL. The value and effectiveness is that it provides an ongoing additional push. So every time we were there, it wasn't just a day or two that we were the training. It was, what are you taking back to your campus? How are you investing this? What are you going to be working on that's a part of this work? So it really was entrenched in our campus that we are to go back and continue the lessons we've learned here. So it definitely is always a reminder, a push, and as those cohorts continue, that push keeps coming back to our campus through the members that we currently have engaged in the second group.
Because it's helped us as administrators get a global view. I call it almost my bird's eye view of looking at education today. Because we're not only looking at our country, we're looking at other countries and how they have gone about doing the task of educating boys and girls all over the world. Realizing the urgency of what our work is about, and understanding how far along we have come and how far along we still need to go.
The NISL training has been most beneficial for me. Every aspect of NISL is critical. I have seen and felt the urgency of our work as a campus, as a district, as well as in our place in the society, today's global society. Through NISL, we have a common language that we can talk to each other, the collaboration that we have developed, and we can talk about the barriers that exist to high student achievement.
One of my favorite case studies that we've done this year is looking at the Cuban Missile Crisis and the whole strategic thinking piece through the NISL program. This has really helped me to clarify in my mind how important decisions that we make as administrators are for the long-term ramifications of each one of those decisions. It's not just what's in the best interest for that moment, but how does that impact all aspects of a school in the long-term aspect. One thing that I've really used a lot is the principles of teaching and learning, and that really helped to just solidify those concepts and ideas that I understood in the back of my head, but that has really put flesh around them and how we use them day in and day out to help impact student learning and achievement. Absolutely. And in some cases, we've learned more specific information about content and how to deliver high quality instruction, for example, in science and math areas that I never received in my course areas in graduate work. So to hear the experts and the very best experts in the field to share their knowledge of how can we best get this material across to kids in fun and exciting ways so that they too will be able to be successful has been very helpful for me to help me to grow and expand as an administrator.
I think it strengthens us to have us the multi-levels from assistant principal, associate principal, assistant superintendent. We all come together again with that shared goal through leadership qualities.
NISL, wow, it's the biggest word with it. It was a lot of time and a lot of concern about being out so much. But the results of being out and being with everybody else and the learning that took place with and through others, which is a part of the principles of teaching, learning, and curriculum, made a major impact in my leadership. Went from building manager to an instructional leader on the campus. Which we are now more aligned, elementary, middle to high school. Everybody is talking the same language, so that impacts the teachers. When teachers are hearing and speaking the same things, it doesn't matter whatever the mobility rate of our students in our district. If they go inter-district, our kids are getting the same things across the district, which is so crucial for their achievement and their success. Absolutely incredible. I'm hooked on it. It has been the single greatest impact of my career.